Morning everybody, my name is Crystal. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's Wednesday. The time is just gone 8:15 in the morning and I'm sat here in my flat in Rochester, Kent, as I usually am, and I've just made myself a cup of herbal tea in my Alice in Wonderland mug because I'm a fan of Alice in Wonderland. I used to love that when I was a little kid, Alice in Wonderland, the Mad Hatter and the rabbit, so I love Alice in Wonderland. So guys, I've got up this morning and I'm just taking it easy again and I'm staying away from TikTok. It's addictive and you can stay in there all day, whether it's watching other people's videos or doing your own. And I've got other things to do with my life. So I'm going to stick to just doing my TikTok videos and just carrying on with things. At least I get a break, you know. It's like 3 hours break from a video sometimes, you know what I mean? I'm not stuck on it all day long. So yesterday, it's getting used to it as well because I've been on TikTok for a while, so it's getting used to it, just like keeping away from it. So I've got up, I've made my herbal tea. It's recycle bin day, so you could hear the recycling bin men coming down the road. They take away the recycling bin. I live in a block of flats, so it's a communal bin, you know, because some people that have houses have like recycle bags, don't they? I don't have any recycle bags. We don't need recycling bags. There's a bin downstairs that takes away the cardboard and the plastic bottles, etc. So what I do is I get washed, get dressed, feed my pets, Max and Harry, and I just get on with my day, whatever it brings. Sometimes it does get a bit isolating, but then I'd rather be alone and safe than outside and not safe or in a toxic relationship with anybody, whether it be a member of the family or somebody else. And that's it. So I just get on with things on my own. People have tried to help me, but other people don't listen. They just leave you. You're just left. And I don't know what's going on. It's all crooked, it's all bent. I wish I'd taped those social workers because I would have given the evidence to the police. When those two social workers came in, a big lady with glasses and a thin one, and said they was going to do all this for me and do that, and they actually did nothing. I wish I'd videotaped it and given it to the police because I think they were bogus. I don't think they were social workers at all. Actually, didn't even... Do you know what I think? I think that they thought they was going to come into my flat or something was going to happen where they thought they was going to have to do something with me, and I needed help physically, and they haven't even... They said they was going to help me with my mental health. They didn't even do that. They did. At that time I was in a terrible state and I did need help, and they just walked out the flat and left me. It was disgusting, absolutely disgusting. I'm back on my feet now, and I've done that myself through nobody else's help at all. I should have taped it because the one woman was looking all around the flat. She was looking around it, and they steal things. They go and tell people what I'm living like. And then people have come back and say, oh, I'm living in a mansion. I'm living in a mansion, I am. I've got loads of stuff. So it could have been someone on the internet trying to spy inside my flat and see what I haven't got, type of thing. To this day, months ago, I haven't heard back from those social workers, nothing at all. Absolute bogus rubbish. I told you that they steal things and put them in the newspaper and the magazines that someone's got better stuff than me, they're better looking than me, they're better everything than me. Somebody that's really, really hates me completely, because it's not nice, is it, to do that to somebody? So I'm just cutting them off. I'm not speaking to them. They tried to contact me through a pen pal site yesterday and I didn't even read it. I don't want to see their poisonous words. They make me feel sick. They make all promises they're going to meet, go for a coffee. I've never met them, never gone for a coffee with them. They're just fake. They pretend to be people on dating sites. I want to know all about you. What's this? What's that? I just know what they're doing now. I know. So I just, I don't want to know. So my cat Harry. It's a cat. It's not. I haven't got a child called Harry. It's a cat. Harry is a cat. It's a ginger cat. Come on. I'll have to come in. He's making a What we need is a garden. A garden. Just need a garden. You know what I mean? Let me turn Alexa on. She's off. Anyway, so I got up this morning, 8:10, made my cup of lemon and ginger herbal tea, and I noticed that my mum had rung at 3 minutes to 8 in the morning. 3 minutes to 8. She did this when I was in Gloucestershire, when I was living miles away from my mother. I even got calls at 6 o'clock in the morning. And I wasn't very well and I was trying to sleep. My mother used to call me at 6 and 7 in the morning when I was heavily pregnant, or I was trying to sleep because I was ill. And she would say, oh, why don't you go outside and go and get some shopping? And I couldn't get out of bed because I was very ill. And it was worse in Gloucestershire. The harassment in Gloucestershire was worse than down here. I mean, they would tar outside my doorstep. I am not joking. One day I came back from shopping with my baby in a pram and they had tarred outside my doorstep. And you know what wet tar is like? I had to lift the baby's pram up into my property. They had actually tarred outside my doorstep while I was out. Men would come out of drains when I was walking along the path with my baby. They'd open the drain lid. Nasty men would come into the ladies' toilet, and a man tried to drag my baby's pram while I was in the ladies' toilet, and I had to tug the pram into the lavatory and kick the door shut. That was in Gloucester. Now I'm back down here. It's bad, but it's not as bad as Gloucestershire was. Gloucestershire was terrible. Absolutely awful. They tried to kill me. They attempted to kill me. I don't care what anybody says, whether it's in my head or I'm mental, but they tried to kill me. They must have had their reasons, but they tried to kill me. And I don't think I'm being oversensitive, and I don't think I'm being overprotective of my own self. But, you know, when someone's tried to kill you, and you went to bed thinking you was going to die and not get up in the morning, and you actually got up, so you can understand why I live a relatively simple life, but I'm absolutely ecstatic that I've got this life, because I thought I wasn't going to wake up in the morning in 2006. So I am satisfied with small things, simple things. I'm glad to be alive. And I don't know why my mother keeps ringing 3-4 times a day. And she's got something to do with it. She's relaying information back to somebody. I know that. I don't trust my own mother. I don't. And I never will. Do you not think it's strange that every time you call the police, I do, or I call somebody for help, no one does anything, even when I'm in extreme danger? There's something fucking off and suspicious. It really is, and they're still covering it up and getting away with it. They're just carrying along like I'm fucking invisible and I don't matter, and what they've done and are doing to me is oh fucking K. It isn't. It's not. And I'm not mad. At all. Last night I went into Facebook, yeah? You know that I have advertised my cat as going missing, and that some people keep coming into my live stream mocking my cat gone missing. Oh, your cat went missing. They know everything. And I went, yeah, I found my cat. Yesterday I went into Facebook just to look at my Facebook, and Nutty's gone missing. A black cat called Nutty has gone missing. You couldn't make it up, could you? A black cat called Nutty has gone missing. They're mad. They're absolute mad, crazy fucking fools. Loonies. Really? Last night, he came in early upstairs, the guy that's got the replica of Levi Belfield's Ford Mondeo, and that's scary. Levi Belfield was a murderer and a rapist that attacked blondes. And I've got blondes in the corridor for the past 2 days. Blonde women hanging around the corridor. And Levi Belfield killed blondes. Blonde women. He attacked blonde women, didn't he? If you don't know who Levi Belfield is, he murdered women. He hammered them to death over the head. And he raped them as well. He used to use his car as a sort of rape wagon. He had a rape kit in his car, and he'd kill and rape women. And he hammered them over the head to death. Right? And this guy upstairs has got a replica of his car. One of his cars. So he came in before I went out yesterday. And normally when I go out at night, just lately it's been quiet. Just kids and the homeless on the field. Last night he came in, he clunked his feet on the ceiling. Bang, 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 like he's done this morning. He's gone out at 6. His car was parked up further up the road. And that's relevant as well. He parked up his car up the road. Wherever he parks his car, there's activity. A load of activity. That's why I'm glad it's not parked outside mine. So his car was parked up further up the road. And anyone that believes in Levi Belfield, right, is almost worshipping Satan. What he did was disgusting. He murdered women, didn't he? So anyone that thinks that Levi Belfield, what he did was great, is Satan, evil. I goes out of my flat the usual time between 7 and 8. He's in upstairs and I'm completely ignoring any stupid behaviour. I'm not having anything to do with it. I walked across the road, walked up towards gets round the corner. I've got 2 white cars coming at me round the corner. 2 white cars, me and Max stand to the edge of the road. One white car after the other. My mother Jennifer was run over by a white car up at Durrell Gardens, and they think they're frightening my mother, you know, and I'm not my mother and I'm not scared of them. There was a J cloth on the floor yesterday and my mum was, see, they called my mother Jennifer Nutty. Yeah, because she was put in All Saints Hospital in 1993, the Medway Maritime Hospital on the Brooke and Benjamin ward. Ben being one of my mother's mental health nurses, and my mum told me that someone gave her a J cloth instead of a flannel to wash herself. Right? Someone it is confusing me with my mother. Absolute fucking nutty fucking freak themselves. So there's a J cloth on the floor of the bin store yesterday morning, and you know what I mean? So they think that white cars frighten me because my mum was run over. She was actually run over by a white car up at Durrell Gardens. Run over, flat on her face. She got black eye. Just stand to the corner, let these white cars come out. I mean, the most damage they do might break my toe, but at the slow speed they're going, but that's about it. Goes up to the top of the road and there's activity all over the place. Men sat in cars, you know, Levi Belfield stalked women and he stared out of his window and stalked women, didn't he, on buses and so they're trying to frighten me, see, with Levi Belfield. And I'm sure he's in prison. Isn't he in Franklin prison in Durham? This is quite bad. Goes on to the fields and there's 2 Chinese people walking off, a man and a woman, and they're tiny. Carry on walking and I can hear kids by the crane, but I carry on walking and I can see the homeless guy by his tent, so I cross over that way, and then there's just a woman. I've had delivery drivers come up here with Levi's all over the t-shirt. Levi Belfield is a prisoner in Franklin Durham prison. This is scary. He's got a replica of Levi Belfield's car. Levi's. His girlfriend is blonde. Upstairs. I don't know what I've walked into. A horror film set. Came back into my flat and I just ignore it. I'm an older woman as well. It's ridiculous. Why don't they just leave me alone in my old age, for goodness sake? I just came in my flat and I just take each day as it comes. When there's noise, I put something on YouTube or I listen to music. Oh, and by the way, the bit where his car was parked yesterday, a woman the block of flats where he'd parked his car, a woman shouted, "Harry, sit down!" And my cat's called Harry. Harry is a popular name for a male child, isn't it? Harry. So there must be 10 Harrys in this block of flats. And the next one and the next one. So I came back into my flat and I thought, I'm just keeping myself to myself. I'm not going on TikTok. So there was a bit of noise. I ended up listening to a whole series of Rising Damp. He's dead now, Leonard Rossiter's dead. But I watched that when I was a kid. Rising Damp. It's a white landlord with a black male tenant and a white male tenant and a woman tenant as well. It's quite funny. It's quite funny. But I don't think you'd be able to film something like that in this day and age because of the racist element. But I watched Rising Damp last night, a whole series of it. Make-believe landlords, make-believe tenants. You know, get the gist of it? Alexa, what's the time, please?
It's 8:40 a.m.
Alexa, what's the date today?
It's Wednesday, the 11th of June.
Alexa, what's the time, please?
It's 8:40 a.m.
Alexa, what's the weather outlook?
Currently, in Rochester it's 16 degrees Celsius with cloudy skies. Today, you can expect intermittent clouds, with a high of 23 degrees and a low of 13 degrees.
Alexa, can you tell me a joke? Alexa, can you tell me a joke?
What did the dolphin say to his therapist? I'm looking for my purpose in life.
Alexa, which celebrity was born on this day?
Celebrities born on the 11th of June include Shia LaBeouf, Charles B. Wrangle, Hugh Laurie, John Quincy Adams, and Joshua Jackson.
Alexa, who's Joshua Jackson?
According to Wikipedia, Joshua Carter Jackson is an American and Canadian actor.
Right, guys. Yep, today is Wednesday. The past 2 days there's been a blonde lady hanging around in the bottom of the flats twice in a row. And yesterday she was looking up at me when I was just going towards my window. We had crap yesterday morning. My mother phoned and there was a lorry with the number plate UG. I don't think they're talking about me. Must be somebody else they're talking about, so I don't take any notice of it. Absolutely ridiculous. They're taking the piss out of my elderly mother. She rang me first thing this morning. Right? I'm not Jennifer. My name is Crystal. I have stopped doing TikTok because I'm not going to make money from that application. It's just not going to happen, and I'm not going to waste my time listening to bullshitting people. Right, you've got a mansion. You know, you're earning money on TikTok. I don't see how you're doing it. You must be on it 7 days a week, 24 hours, and then you've got to pay tax. TikTok takes 70% of people's earnings. It's not worth it. So how can somebody afford £5,000 a week rent and they're moving into a place that's got a gym and a sauna and a heated swimming pool? And all this after 2 social workers come into my flat seeing how I'm living. They can all fuck off. I don't need them. They're lies and they're fucking manipulation, lies and bullshit. And they're sat there in the same clothes every day, in the same house. One of them's living with their dad. I mean, I'm sick and tired of it, being lied to and manipulated. I'm out, boy. I'm out of it. I'd rather be in my little flat, yeah, in my little, lovely little flat, nice and cosy, on my own, than listening to liars and manipulators, yeah? Right? I just think it's lies, all of it. And someone going around saying, you know, this has happened to me, that's happened. I just think it's manipulation for views on TikTok and sympathy, so people send them gifts. Because I've never heard anything like it in my life. Somebody doxed my address. They doxed my address, right? But I didn't go through all that bullshit someone's saying they've been through. And I deal with it anyway. I want to get out of my council house, but I haven't ripped it to shreds. I've done silly things to get out of it. And I don't play on people's sympathy and expect someone to get me out of a situation either. I'm just waiting patiently to move myself. See you later, guys.